Okay, so there's lots of videos online about BMWs and how to take their headlights out. Now, the headlight assembly on the BMW X5 is so complicated. As you can see, it is buried deep inside, and to get at it, I have to be able to pull out this assembly from underneath. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to make a video about it because I can't find anything online, and hopefully other people can now see how to get these things off. Why I'm taking mine off is there's a little bit of damage on the lens, and I want to replace that. I'm also going to do some other things with the halos inside and have some fun with it. But to get at it, it is a lot of work. So we have to take off a few of the rivets here, okay? And I also have to get this assembly out here, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to do it. So again, there's lots of information online about how to do this, but there's no videos from what I found. So from the information I've gathered, remove the fender, okay? Little fender piece, that's quite easy. Getting in here is a bit tricky. Now online what I've read is I'm gonna have to remove this wheel. I'm gonna try and pull out this light assembly through underneath here without removing the wheel. I find that very doubtful. But I'm going to see what I can do. Maybe I can just do some things within the assembly inside here. So we got to remove this wheel well, okay, plastic cover. So I'm going to take that off, and once I've removed that, we're going to take a look in here on the driver's side. I'm going to have to remove this oil cooling system, okay? That's from what I've read, but I don't have to do that on the passenger side. Okay, out. So that's the wheel well cover. There's my fender piece. And now we got some access in here. I will not be able to take this wheel off with the stuff that I have in this car anyways, because they're run flat, so you don't get any tools to take the tire off. So hopefully we can do it within here. So this is the wheel, or sorry, the light assembly. And of course you can change your lights from up top here, but I want to take this whole structure out just to replace this lens. So to do that, I am going to have to unscrew that there. I know there's a couple at the top. I was able to reach one from within the hood, but there should be another one in there, so I'm going to investigate. Okay, I located one of them, which is down there. I'm going to be able to access that through the wheel well, probably, or maybe even from the hood, but I'm going to start with this one right here. Way down. There we go, got my little extender. That's it, there we go. That's a lot of fun. Let's be able to catch this, so I'm going to need my other hand here. And look, surprise, there's one right under here. So I'll have to get up in there. It's this bad boy. Great. So I've removed this one almost fully. Again, there was this guy down here. What I thought was one of the four was way back there originally. That's not it. It was underneath here. So I've done that one, and then two. We got three up at the top, and then the fourth one at the top I was actually able to access from under the hood. Okay, it's off. So here we go. A little push. Aha! So we've loosened it, and as I suspected, there is no way I'll be able to get that out without removing the wheel. So what I need to do in my situation is probably take apart the light assembly from within this car. Boy, do I like to make things complicated. But again, really all I need to do is replace this lens, and I also want to do some work inside here. So if I can get this lens cover off, get the lens cover off and work with it from still attached to the vehicle, I think it's possible. So here we go. Okay, soon I'm going to be putting in these pretty brand new lenses. Cannot wait. Okay, plan B is not very pretty. Ah! Oh boy. So if I'm going to the effort of replacing the lens and taking this whole, unit apart, one thing I want to do is update the lights on these halo rings. So there's actually just one bulb and it goes in here and it illuminates this ring and this ring, which as a result doesn't give this wider, larger ring that much light. So I've decided to add my own. Of course, these are aftermarket. I thought if I'm going to be making this effort, I might as well add some more light. I'm also going to be putting on these. So what I want to do before you ever put in lights, you want to test them. Started up. These are the stock lights. As we can see, this one's extremely bright. This one, not so much. And then, of course, wired these up. They are working. Those are working as well. So I got my negatives and positives all set up here, running my lines. And that's great. When something gets shipped all the way from China, you never know if it's going to be in a million pieces or if it works or not. But in this case, it seems like they do work. I've also, of course, not bought one set, but I bought two just in case. So I've opened up this one. Those are the string lights. And then this is actually, let's see the size I bought. I believe they are, 140 millimeters. And that was the width of the larger halo rings that I'm going to install on my big old boy there. Another thing I've done is I've also purchased these eyebrows that you can get, just cheap pieces of plastic someone else has kind of molded for me. I guess I could have done it myself with a printer, one of those 3D printers, but I spray painted it with the matching color code for the space gray that I have, and then I put on my adhesive tape, and I've already prepared one now on my new lens. So what I'm going to do is I've also cut up some coat hangers here. I am going to run this light along here, and I'm going to glue it all together, and then I'm going to tuck it behind this eyebrow, and it should look pretty good when I'm all done. There we go. I'll let the glue just set, and then I'll remove the tape. It's kind of amateur hour, but it's going to be hidden, and you'll just see the light illuminating from the top. You have to remember, this is a 10-year-old car, so its warranty is long gone, and I really don't care about doing some amateur fun arts and crafts for my car. So, everything's in place. I got my additional halo ring attached and wired up there. All my electricals are to be tucked away when I'm all done here. Just running it off the alternator. And then, of course, here's my new lens with the eyelid. I decided I'm not going to use this wire, this light, and I was initially going to tuck it underneath, and it was just going to poke a little bit through. I've done it with my other cars, but it's just going to make too much of a mess, I think, and it's a little too Mickey Mouse for the X5. Okay, here we go. Okay, that was a lot of time that took, but you know what? She's in there. It looks pretty good. Let's see what it looks like once it's started up. Okay, it's pretty sharp. Yeah, those look pretty bright, pretty good. In fact, the one that I put in there is actually still going to warm up and get even brighter, so I'm pretty happy with that. And that's fully illuminated with, of course, some of the new lights that I put on the bottom previously. So there we go, new lens. I'll be able to polish that up a little bit. That's from my greasy fingers earlier today, but it looks a lot better than this old foggy one that I have here. So I'm gonna have to do that probably tomorrow because I'm running out of time today. And there we go.